Our last speaker in terms of union speakers will be Carlos Orellana of UFCW. Carlos?
Hey, thanks. I like how you pronounce my last name. I like it.
Practiced.
So I'm Carlos Orellana. I'm an international organizer with United Food and Commercial Workers Union. I have been assigned to be the lead organizer for the Farm Workers Campaign in the state of New York. And I would like to say thank you to all of you who have been supporters of the Farm Workers Campaign throughout the years. You know, without your support, this would not be happening these days. As many of you know, now farm workers have the right to unionize and to organize in the state of New York. And this is thanks to many, many people, union leaders, politicians, religious leaders, college students, community organizations. We got support from many people across the state. So in the last few weeks, together with the Rural and Migrant Ministry, we have been distributing masks and some other, food and other assistance to many farm workers throughout the state, from Long Island all the way up to Western New York. People have been sending masks to the Rural Migrant Ministry and financial support, and we have been trying to get that help to as many workers as possible. Many groups have been involved: Cornell University, the Workers' Right Law Center in Kingston. There are other groups, worker centers in Utica, in Rochester, Buffalo, that have been helping. If I can ask one thing from you, supporters, is to go to the Rural Migrant Ministry website. And if you could help with a mask or any financial donation, it would be greatly appreciated. Again, it's the Rural and Migrant Ministry website. Anything you can help with will be helpful. We know that after May 15th, after people go back to work, still it will be very challenging for all of us to keep, ourselves not positive and avoiding getting infected. And so will be many workers on the front line. Masks will continue to be needed, I think, for the rest of the year. So there will always be a need for masks. I'm really happy and I appreciate all the help that different groups have been given and providing to farm workers throughout the state. I'm only just one person, but there is a lot of people who have been involved in helping them. I would like to say also that since the 90s, when the Rural Migrant Ministry got involved in helping and organizing farm workers, it was a dream. We never thought that one day the farm workers in New York State will be able to unionize and to get organized. And last year, Governor Cuomo signed the new law that farm workers can be now unionized. So I was just starting to organize at the beginning of the year, and then I found myself having to face this pandemic. So what I would like to say is the farm workers are some of the most excluded and marginalized workers, not only in New York State, but across the country and around the world. Many of them live and work with the same employer. So if they lose their work, they also lose their housing. If they get infected, they go, to be on quarantine and share the house with 5 to 10 other coworkers. So they have been more exposed than anybody else. They don't have any benefits, have to pay sick days or personal days. So if they don't work, they don't make any money. So there have been a couple of, at least 2 people who passed away from workers from Guatemala. It is so difficult to, send people back home for them to be buried by their loved ones. And this is just the beginning. We don't know how many more people will pass away or die, and how difficult it's going to be for their relatives to really, show them their loves. But anyway, I just want to thank you, all of you, for your support to the struggle of the farm workers. This is just the beginning of the organizing campaign, and it's going to take a lot of efforts and a lot of support from many of you. And again, if you can go to the website of the Rural and Migrant Ministry and help in whatever you can, it will be greatly appreciated.